Hello there, this is Shubham, and today in this video I am going to show you how to remove this subject from the background, especially this messy hairs as you can see them. So without any further delay, let's get started. And so first of all, we need to select our subject, and to make selection we can use a lot of tools available here. So I'm just going to copy my background layer, and I'm going to click on this layer, and under properties panel I'm going to click on select subject, and it will automatically select my subject. So as you can see, my selection is pretty good, and it really did a pretty good job at selecting my subject. But as you can see, there are some imperfections which can I remove by using tools like I can use object selection tool, or I can use quick selections tool. So let's just grab this quick selection tool and quickly make our selection perfect. So I will add up this area. So to add this area to our selection, make sure you have checked this plus icon on your quick selection tool, and I will just drag and add this to my selection. My hands are pretty good, but the nails, I need to improve this nails. So I'll just reduce my size of this quick selection brush. You can simply use the opening and closing brackets, and opening brackets reduces the size of your brush, and closing bracket will increase the size of your brush. So let me just quickly add this to my selection, and okay, that's look good. Or even if you know how to use pen tool, then you can simply use pen tool to make the final adjustments. As you can see, I have switched to pen tool, and I will make my selection here. So let me just quickly wrap this up. And if you don't know how to use pen tool, then you can simply use this direct selection tools, or you can simply use this rectangular selection tool, polygonal tool, lasso tool, and a lot more. Here we go. Yeah, that's look great. And now we need to subtract this from our selection. So make selection, and oops, I just lost my selection, so I will go to select and reselect. Now make selection and subtract from the selection. Okay, now this area needs to be improved, so I will just quickly mark these points, and okay, I will make selection and subtract from this selection. Okay, now that's look fine. So what you need to do now, you don't need any of the hairs where background is visible. So I need to remove this hairs, and as you can see this hairs also, and a little bit of this hairs. So what you can use to increase the speed, you can simply use quick selection tool, and you can find this quick selection tool here, and below the object selection tool, and I will just quickly choose it, and you can hold alt to subtract any part of this selection. Okay, so let me just quickly select my object so that we can come to selecting the hairs. Okay, we need this hairs also because there is no background visible behind this hairs. So let me just quickly add this. I put my quick selection tool to normally add to the selection, but on default it is set to new selection, so you can change it to add to selections. So let me just quickly add this again, and we need this area also, so I will use pen tool here to add this area, because quick selection tool will not figure out this area. Let me just remove this area. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me just include this. Let me just include this things also. Okay, let me just remove this a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Now let me just quickly grab the pen tool by pressing P, and I will just quickly make a selection, a rough selection, so as to demonstrate. You can take your time to improve your selection, so make sure you know how to use the pen tool, as it is one of the most powerful selection tool you can use in Photoshop for making selections. Okay, so let me just remove this point. Yeah, That's look great. Okay. Oops. So I will just wrap this up and I will add this to my selection. So I need to add this area also to my selection. So I will just quickly mark some points here and there. You don't need to be perfect here. Just simply make any close path, add to selection and press OK. Perfect. So our hairs are selected pretty well here, and as moving up, you can see the select subject tool really does a great job in Photoshop. We need to refine this edges somewhat, so let me just quickly use my pen tool. Okay, yeah, that's look great. So I need to add this to my selection. If you don't know how to use pen tool, then I will link some good videos on pen tool tutorials so that you can learn how to use pen tool. And trust me, it is one of the most useful tool, and it's used by most of the professionals in making any selection, and especially these types of difficult selections. So let me just improve this area also a little bit. Okay, I will add this to my selection. Make selection, add to selection. Great. This area also doesn't look that great, so I will just make it a little closer. Yeah, that's good. And add this to our selection. If you know how to use all this and how to make this selection, then you can skip this part also. So I need to remove this hairs because as you can see the background is clearly visible behind these hairs. So let me just quickly make some points here and there, and we will remove it. I don't want any of these hairs. We can further add this using some special features in Photoshop. So let me just, okay, I also don't want this hairs also, so let me just quickly make this for you. Okay, we don't want this area also, we will add this later. Okay, okay, now just close this path. Make sure your pen tool is set to path while selecting. Okay, we need to subtract this from our selection, so subtract from selection and press OK. Now that's look pretty great. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, selection looks pretty nice. So now we are going to mask this to this layer. So simply click on the mask button and it will mask. So now you can't see any difference because my background layer is also the same as this layer and it's visible. So let me just hide this layer, and now you can see the difference. Now see what I am going to do. I'm going to select this mask and I'm going to go to properties panel. If you don't see the properties panel here, you can simply go to Windows and make sure the properties panel is checked. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to properties and select and mask. Now make sure you are on an onion skin, and let me show you what is transparency. If you set it to 100%, then you can't see any part of this background, and if you set it to 0%, then you can clearly see all of the background. So I need to add this hairs, as you can see this hairs which I left over. So what I am going to do, I am going to set my transparency to about 60% or 70% or so, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit and fit this hair's face completely to my canvas. Okay, so to zoom in, what you need to do is simply just press the Z key, and if you hover to the left section, then you will zoom out. If you hover to the right section, then you will zoom in. Okay, I don't need that much of zoom, so let me just zoom out. And now we are going to use refine edge brush. So this is quick selection brush, this is refine edge brush, and this is simple up brush. So we need to refine these edges, we need to add our hairs. So let me just quickly add this here, here, there. Simply just paint over these hairs, and as you can see, Photoshop is automatically adding these hairs to our selection. Okay, yeah, we got our hairs back, some of the hairs back. Now we need the hairs from this side also, so simply paint. Oops. Don't paint on the hairs which is already available, so just press Ctrl Z, and we need to add this hairs also only. So simply just paint it again if you are not satisfied with your result. Okay, you can increase your transparency a little bit to see what changes it has making. So as you can see, it clearly adds some of the hairs. So let me just back my transparency to about 70-75%, and I will just quickly add my hairs. Okay, that's look great. Yeah, that's And let me tell you one thing, selecting hairs in Photoshop or any other software is really a very difficult task, and especially the fringes. As you can see, the fringes is coming in this hair, because as you know, the diameter of the hairs is very thin, so light bends across these hairs, and this tiny hairs grab the color of the background. And in our case, the background color is white, so it's catching the white color of the background. So we need to remove this also, but first of all, let me just add all of the remaining hairs that we have left over. Okay, this part is done. So I think I have added. Okay, we need this hair also. We need this area also, but make sure you don't do it too much, because it will fry up your edges. Now what most of the people do, they use decontaminate colors, and it improves the selection a little bit. But as you can see, let me just zoom in a bit, and if I uncheck my decontaminate clear colors, then there is no color spot around this here. But when I check this option, then as you can clearly see some color spots around this hairs. So I will suggest you not to use this option while you are selecting any hairs. So let me just uncheck it, and make sure you output to new layer with layer mask and press OK. So let me just zoom out a little bit, and as you can see, our hairs are selected pretty good. Now let's just add a solid color adjustment layer, so we can clearly see what is happening with our subject. So let me just quickly add this and place it beneath my this layer, and you can see a lot of fringes is coming. So we need to fix it. And how to fix it? There are two tools which will help you to fix it. One is your brush tool, and second is your clone stamp tool. Even you can use a healing brush tool to fix it, but in my case I am going to use just this brush tool and this clone stamp tool. So watch me carefully. So let me just zoom in a little bit, and let me just move besides my canvas. So to move around here and there in your canvas, you simply hold the space bar and move your mouse pad to whatever location you want to go. So okay, let me just select this layer, And what we need to do, we need to remove these fringes. So let me just add one another layer, and we need to refine only our selection. So what we are going to do, we are going to clip it to this layer. So let me just rename it as subject. Okay. And to clip this to this layer, you can simply press Ctrl Alt G, and it will clip this to the layer. Now let me zoom in it a little bit more, and oops. So what we are going to do now, we are going to first use our clone stamp tool. So press S to select the clone stamp tool, or simply just select the clone stamp tool from here. And let me just reduce the size of my brush, and what we are going to do is we are going to take the sample from this hair, and we are going to patch it to this side of this hair. So press and hold Alt and click on this area to take a sample, and it will show you the output, the end result, what you will get after clicking on it. So just single click and see the result. Just you can also click 2-3 times if you want a good result. And let me just click it again. Okay, you can check this align option so that you, as you moves, your brush also moves. So let me just grab this sample of here, and let me just quickly add this, and okay. Now I'm going to take the sample from this side and simply patch it again. And if you don't want to be aligned, simply just uncheck it, and we are going to take this sample from this area only. Okay, now see, there's a problem. We need to align our brush, we need to align our tool. See, it's going in this direction, but if I patch this, it will go in this direction. So what you need to do, you simply go to Windows and then select clone source, and it will open a dialog box, and you can adjust the angle of this brush from this dialog box. So we need to rotate it towards left hand side, so I need to select an angle in something called -degrees, and okay. Yeah, that's, see, now our hair strands are matching, and simply just paint over it. Now for this video I am not going to rotate it that much because it's just for demonstration purpose. You can take a lot of time of yours and improve your selection as you want. Okay, that's look great. Now see, this outside area, what we are going to do to fix this outside area, let me just quickly create a new layer, and let me just again clip this to my existing subject layer, and I'm going to rename it as brush. Okay, we are going to brush on this layer, and Control Alt G to clip, and we are going to rename it as stamp. So yeah, that's great. Now what you need to do is simply grab the brush tool, and by pressing B or simply selecting from here, and let me just reduce the size of my brush. Yeah, that's look great. And simply sample from a close region and simply paint over it. So to sample, just press and hold the Alt key, and it will show a eyedropper to you, and press left click to sample any color. So now we are going to paint. Okay, we are going to paint on this area. And but remember one thing, you need to only paint on the outside areas. If you paint on the inside areas, then it will make everything looks plain. So, and we don't want our hairs to look unnatural and plain, so we are going to paint only to the outside areas. Okay, we need to remove these areas also. Oops, I painted on the stem side, but no problem. If you don't want to create any brush layer, it's simply your choice. You can simply paint even on the stamp layer. I'm just doing it very quickly to show it to you. You can take your time to make your selection. It looks great. So we will fix it later, but first let me fix this area. So I will take a sample from this region, and I will paint. Okay, make sure you paint only on the outside areas. Currently you won't be able to see this hairs as I have selected a dark background. If I change my background color to some little bit say this color, then you can clearly see this hairs. So let me just again go back to the dark layer and we just simply, oops, I need to select this brush layer and sample a color and simply paint. You see, you don't have to paint on these black spots, and if you accidentally paint it on the inside, you can simply use the eraser tool and you can select it from here or by pressing E and simply just erase it. Okay, so now we are going to patch this. Now simply select the stamp tool by pressing S, or you can go here also, and let me just pick up a region to sample. Oops. Let me just select this layer and let me just paste it here. Okay, now let's just improve this area a little bit. Don't worry about this black areas or this areas which doesn't look that great. We can later on blur this areas by selecting our mask, but as of now just simply clone this areas here. So simply grab this regions, paint here, there, here and there. Okay, simply choose this layer. Okay, yeah, see, here is the before and here is the after. See, all our fringes are now gone from this area, and we need to fix it from this area, this area, this area, and this area also, and similarly on the left and right side also. So let me just quickly fix it and come back to you later, and after that I will show you how to blur this edges. Now see one thing, if I use my clone stamp tool on this here, then it will look ugly, so I need to rotate this region. So what we need to do, we need to rotate it to the left. So let's decrease the angle to about minus 25-30 degrees. Yeah, or let me just increase a little bit more. Okay, now that's fine. Let's just patch this area also. See, it it does a pretty great job here as well. Let me just sample this region and we will patch this, or you can say clone this area. See, now our right side is fixed and we need to just fix our left side. So here is the before on right hand side and here is the after on right hand side, and see the difference, it looks great. And let me just fix the left hand side also. So we are going to clone from this edge. So first let me just brush off the outside regions. So simply select the brush layer and simply go to brush, and we are going to zoom in a little bit more, and let me increase the size of my brush a little bit and sample one color. Let me sample this color and we are going to paint, simply paint on the outside regions. Now select the stamp layer and let me just zoom out a little bit, and let me start from this region. So we are going to go to stamp tool and we are going to take a sample from this region, and make sure you set the rotation back to 0 degrees. Okay, oops, I didn't select any layer. And one more thing I need to tell you, that make sure your sample is set to current layer and below. Go here and paint, simply paint on these regions. So now our hairs are now fixed and our fringes are completely gone. See, here is the before and here is the after. I'm just spend around 5 to 10 minutes on this, and look, my hair looks completely awesome. So now you can use this blur tool. So let me select the blur tool, and we are going to blur out some regions from here, and you can increase or decrease your strength to whatever amount you want. And let me just blur this regions here, and we are going to blur this area also here. So make sure you don't blur on the face or something. So yeah, blur this regions here. Now see, our hairs are somewhat fixed, and if you change our background to any color, the fringes will not show up. So that's it for today's video. If you have any question, then please ask me in the comments. And if you like this video, just hit the like button. Do consider a subscribe to our channel, and I will catch you in the next video.